Our recent hot streak of having very, very desirable Range Rovers, in particular in our collection, and said Range Rovers not sticking around for very long before finding new owners, shows no sign of letting up, because this particular 2017 Range Rover Sport, of course, in HSE dynamic trim, with the most popular engine, which we have for one of these, the 3-litre STV6, we'll get to why in just a second, is, even as a 2017 car, under £18,000, and that is with less than six-figure mileage, 2 owners from brand new, and with the most recent keeper having it for 5 years, so clearly it has served both of those keepers extremely well. And as you would assume, being a Range Rover, certain things are a given. Huge amounts of space, as we often like to say, acres of room for passengers and for your luggage in the back alike, but also of course fantastic ride quality, superb road presence. Now, speaking to its spec, of course it has heated seats, cruise control, xenon lights, that electronic panoramic roof, reverse parking camera, as well as parking sensors front and rear, touchscreen display, auxiliary 12-volt power sockets, Bluetooth and USB connectivity with an 8-speaker sound system, dual zone climate control, power opening and closing tailgate, and as you would hope, of course, ISOFIX ready rear seats for the kids. To return to its engine though, many people could easily be scared off the idea of particularly a luxury 4x4 these days, thanks to road tax. If you get one that's too new, well, surely it's going to be very high on tax. If you get one that's older, it's going to be highly taxed because of its emissions. What do you go for? Well, this is a prime example of, again, why they're so popular. This vehicle is far more efficient than you would ever think a Range Rover could be. In fact, they can average up to 40 miles to the gallon. In the case of this one, as high as 44 on a motorway run, but at the same time, you have well over 500 foot-pounds of torque, which is a huge amount of pulling power. That is, for reference, more than a W12 6-litre Bentley, 300 horsepower as well, so they are certainly no slouch, but at the same time, £335 a year to tax. And of course, when you combine that with said economy and that initial price tag of under £18,000, well, you could describe that combination of road tax, fuel economy, and price, and somebody would assume, quite understandably, you were talking about a hatchback deal. But in actual fact, you're getting so much more for that money. So as we've mentioned before, these definitely put the prestige and certainly the affordable into our name. And if you are on the market for a Range Rover Sport, we would recommend reaching out sooner than later, because as with all of our Range Rovers, it is probably not going to be around for very long. So of course, you can do so via the email address shown here on screen, or by giving us a call on 01749 871 155, or on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.